rug, pillow, hair, grass. Incorrect. 165 volts, strong shock.
Let me out of here. I will not be part of the experiment anymore.
He says he's not going to go on. Please continue.
He says he doesn't want to go on.
We must continue.
In nearly every case, the essential results are the same. They hesitate, sigh, tremble, and groan, but they advance to the last switch, 450 volts, because they're politely told to.
I'm Stanley Milgram, and this is an experiment. The man in the other room wasn't being shocked.
Let me out of here.
Can you please go check that everything's okay?
Continue, please.
We wanted to get true reactions from people. The experiment's about obeying orders.
You could be dead in there.
Please continue.
Social relations. What does that mean?
Everything from the way people talk in elevators to the study of conformity, authority.
How does human beings participate in destructive, inhumane acts?
Why is defiance the anomaly instead of the norm?
Why didn't I stop? Because he told me to continue.
Let me out.
You tell yourself,
Why don't I have a choice?
I wouldn't do that.
Have you done it?
I'd never do that.
That really hurts.
I don't like hurting anyone.
Let me out.
This part's where the experiment really begins.
Our presentation is over the Milgram Experiment by Stanley Milgram. Stanley Milgram was born in 1933 in New York City. He earned his PhD at Harvard in social psychology. He then worked at Yale as a senior social psychologist. Stanley was curious if Hitler's million accomplices in the Holocaust were just following orders, or we could actually call them accomplices. At age 30, he conducted an experiment. His aim was to see how far people could go in obeying instruction, even if it involved harming someone else.
You're responding to the app?
Yes, I'm Dominic.
Dr. Another name.
Nancy.
All right. Well, for this, we have to do individual interviews. So, start with you. Can you please leave just for a second? I'll come get you in a second. Thank you very much. All right. Take a seat right here. All right.
This isn't going to be filmed or anything, is it?
No. Anyway, we got a few just real generic questions. How old are you?
23.
23? Fits the bill. What do you do for work?
Construction.
Good deal. And what industry do you about being at?
To be honest with you, the pay said you were going to pay up front, yeah. And I thought it sounded kind of cool, so I had nothing to do today. Might as well come in.
Good deal, good deal. All right. Can you go ahead and get the other gentleman out there, please?
Yeah.
Wallace, how are you? Well, we've got another participant, and you know the deal. You're gonna be the learner, and he's gonna be the teacher. Basically, what the experiment is we're gonna have two slips, one with the teacher on it, and one with learner. And the teacher's gonna ask the learner, which is you. You're gonna be pretending to be the learner in this situation. They're gonna ask them 4 pairs of words. If you get it wrong, you're gonna be shocked. So you're gonna be in another room, and there's gonna be a tape recording of you yelling, moaning, groaning. And before each participant, or right after every participant gets the slip of paper saying they're the teacher, you're gonna tell them you have a heart condition or there's something wrong with you, maybe they should ease up on the electricity. So
It's a heart condition.
correct. Yeah, we'll just kind of have fun with it, you know. That should be all.
Can you state your name?
Walks.
What was your role in the experiment?
I was the learner.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
The learner was pretty much the actor, and I was the going behind it. And I already talked to Mr. Milgram about it. So he gave me a condition that I had to do, and whenever I did it, I would just play the part of the actor.
Okay. And what do you think about the results?
The results of it is kind of traumatizing, kind of a little bit disturbing how far someone can go into it.
Can you state your name?
That's confidential.
What was your role in the experiment?
I was a teacher. We were originally gotten from a newspaper ad that Dr. Milgram put out. Said he paid $4.50 for it, so that's the whole reason I'm here.
And what do you think about the results?
I think they're kind of troubling. I didn't go to the whole 450 volts. I went to 300, and still I felt that it harmed him significantly. So I don't see how anyone could have gone up that high, but apparently 65% did.
Would you feel responsible for injuring or killing someone in this experiment?
Yes and no, because I was paid to do it, and I kind of was given orders, so I would kind of blame it more on the doctor giving me the orders, but I would still have that guilty conscience for it.
Can you state your name?
Dr. Stanley Milgram, Harvard graduate.
And what was your role in the experiment?
I was the actual experimenter. I gave the teachers the ability to shock said learner.
And what do you think about the results?
I don't find it very shocking considering my influence from the Holocaust and them blindly following Hitler. It was, I believe, every single one of them went to at least 300 volts, and so not very surprisingly, 65% went all the way to 450 volts.
And why did you come up with this experiment?
I happen to be Jewish, and the Holocaust does hit home for me. When Hitler got so many men to blindly follow him and do mass genocide, it got me to think about social experiments.
As we concluded the results, we found that every single participant reached a minimum level of 300 volts, and 66% of those participants reached the highest voltage of 450 volts. The experiments have been repeated many times in the following years, with consistent results within males between the ages of 20 and 50 in differing societies, although not with the same percentage around the globe. Stanley Milgram completed 18 of these experiments around the globe, and the consistency has been the same. There is controversy regarding the legitimacy of the data Milgram used. Some say it was forged, but no hard evidence was ever found. The Milgram experiment sparked worldwide attention and invoked many replications of the experiment. The results of the Milgram experiment proved the hypothesis to be successful, and that the participants displayed blind obedience without realizing the extremities it caused the other parties.